Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am LCPL Tulika Singh from 20 UP Girls Battalion, Mahila Vidyalaya PG College, Lucknow Group. Today, on 8th August, India completed 79 years of Quit India movement, also known as August Kranti. On 8 August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi gave a clarion call to end the British rule and launched the Quit India movement at the session of the All India Congress Committee in Mumbai. Gandhiji gave the call "Do or Die" in his speech delivered at the Govalia Tank Maidan. Aruna Asaf Ali, properly known as the Grand Old Lady of the independence movement, is known for hosting the Indian flag at the Govalia Tank Maidan in Mumbai during the Quit India movement. The slogan Quit India was coined by Yusuf Meherali, a socialist and trade unionist who also served as mayor of Mumbai. Meherali had also coined the slogan Simon Go Back. The immediate cause for the movement was the collapse of Cripps mission. The British assumption of unconditional support from India to British in World War II was not taken well by the Indian National Congress. The anti-British sentiments and demand for full independence had gained popularity among Indian masses. The 2 decades of mass movement which were being conducted on a much more radical tone under the leadership of the various associated and affiliated bodies of the Congress like All India Kisan Sabha, Forward Bloc, etc., had already prepared the ground for the movement. There were militant outbursts happening at several places in the country which got channelized with the Quit India movement. The demand was to end the British rule in India with immediate effect to get the cooperation of Indians in the World War II against fascism. The movement saw violence at some places which was not permitted. Underground activities were taken by the leaders that included Ram Manohar Lohia, J.P. Narayan, Aruna Asaf Ali, Biju Patnaik, Sucheta Kriplani, etc. Female leaders like Usha Mehta helped set up an underground radio station which led to the awakening about the movement. Muslim League, the Communist Party of India and the Hindu Mahasabha did not support the movement. The Indian bureaucracy also did not support the movement. Japanese aggression in Southeast Asia, keenness of British government to secure the full participation of India in the war, mounting pressure from China and the United States as well from the Labour Party in Britain led British Prime Minister Winston Churchill to send Cripps mission to India in March 1942. Under Stanford Cripps, the mission was sent to resolve Indian question of a new constitution and self-government. Gandhi said that Cripps offered dominant status after the war was a post-dated check drawn on a failing bank. The Quit India movement was violently suppressed by the British. People were shot, lathi charged, villages burned, and enormous fines imposed. Over 10 lakh people were arrested and the government resorted to violence in order to crush the agitation. The Britishers declared the INC to be an unlawful association. The leaders like Aruna Asaf Ali emerged out to be the vacuum of leadership. While the Quit India campaign was crushed in 1944 with the British refusing to grant immediate independence, saying it could happen only after the war had ended, they came to the important realization that India was ungovernable in the long run due to the cost of World War II. It changed the nature of political negotiations with British rule, ultimately paving the way for India's independence. Thank you for giving your precious time. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.